Do you want to know the fastest way to change your life? Just lie like your future depends on it. Because guess what? It does. Forget fake it till you make it. I'm talking full-blown psychological identity fraud, and it might be the most honest thing you ever do. Here's what no one wants to say out loud. Every version of you, the fit one, the fearless one, the wildly successful one, is already living inside your head, just waiting for you to pick a lie and commit to it. In this video, I'm going to show you how lying to yourself deliberately and strategically is actually the cheat code to reality. But first, let me mess with your head. Why is it that two people can walk into the exact same room, hear the exact same opportunity, and one of them walks out with $1 million idea, while the other one walks out thinking the coffee was mid? It's not luck or genetics, and it's definitely not the coffee, it's identity. And identity is just a story you've rehearsed so many times, it became law. So here's the uncomfortable question. What if your entire life is just your most rehearsed lie? Let's break this down. Your brain, just a glorified pattern recognition machine. Your mind, that's the messy architect writing the script. And the script it runs on? It's not truth, it's repetition plus emotion equals reality. In psychology, it's called confirmation bias, but I call it build a delusion workshop. You lie to yourself long enough, your brain stops checking the receipts. Tell it you're broke, it'll only notice bills and bounce Venmos. Tell it you're magnetic, suddenly strangers smile like you're a famous rock star. The trick isn't to wait for proof, the trick is to act like you already have it, because your brain is lazy. It doesn't care if something's true, it just wants the math to check out with the story you keep screaming in your head. Now look, saying I'm a millionaire while eating ramen noodles in sweatpants feels ridiculous. Good, that's the signal you're not thinking from your current reality. You're reaching into the one that could replace it. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's supposed to feel fake. That's not a sign to stop. That's the sign you're doing it right. Because the first step to becoming someone new is lying to the old version of you so hard it finally shuts the hell up. Identity is just layered delusion. You didn't discover the belief that you're shy or average or unlucky. You built that belief one awkward interaction at a time. So what if you started building something better, not based on facts, but based on who you decide to be? I am powerful. I am unstoppable. I am the person people notice when I walk into a room. It's gonna feel like a lie, but that's the entire game. You lie, you act, you collect proof, and then suddenly it's not a lie anymore. It's muscle memory. It becomes real life. Frame it like this. Step 1, lie to yourself deliberately. Step 2, repeat it like gospel. Step 3, look for micro evidence it could be true. And step 4, build that proof into your identity. The goal isn't to lie forever. The goal is to lie just long enough for your life to catch up. Here are some examples that prove this isn't BS. Steve Jobs was called delusional. So was Muhammad Ali. So was Conor McGregor. I mean, sure, the guy spazzes out sometimes, but look at how successful he is. They didn't wait for proof, they decided. Jobs told engineers to build the impossible. Then they did. Muhammad Ali called himself the greatest before he had a title, and Conor acted like a millionaire when he couldn't afford a lunch. Their delusion dragged reality to meet it, and the world called it confidence, when it was really just a rehearsed lie that got too loud to ignore. Now let's talk about where most people screw up. They quit too early, or they say, I tried affirmations, but I didn't believe them. Yeah, no kidding. You said them one time. This isn't verbal glitter. This is identity warfare. You're not just saying nice things. You're waging war on a version of you that's overstayed its welcome. So expect resistance, imposter syndrome, and that little voice that whispers, who do you think you are? And answer it with exactly who I decided to be. Now get the hell out of my way. So how do you stick with it? Environment is everything. You need a system of delusional reinforcement, a song that makes you feel like a boss and a phrase you whisper like a war cry. Surround yourself with mirrors that reflect your future, not your past. That means stop bonding with people over being broke or joking about failure like it's a personality trait. Stop asking for permission to believe in yourself. You're not asking, you're declaring. So why does this work even if you don't believe in manifesting? Let's pause for a second. Maybe you're thinking, okay, cool, I'll lie to myself, but I'm not into this woo-woo manifest it bro stuff. It's weird. Perfect. Because this isn't about waving crystals at the moon or journaling until Elon sends you a DM. This is about neural real estate. Your thoughts carve grooves into your brain like ruts in a dirt road. The deeper the groove, the more your mind defaults to it. So if your daily internal monologue sounds like a rejection letter, don't be shocked when your life keeps ghosting you. Your identity isn't based on truth. It's based on frequency of exposure. The more you hear something, the more it becomes real to your subconscious. It doesn't matter if it's 100% accurate. It matters if it's repeated. That's why marketing works. That's why your 6th grade gym teacher still lives rent-free in your self-esteem. Think about actors. The great ones don't pretend, right? They become the best. They adopt posture, tone, habits, even thoughts of the character until the performance disappears and only presence remains. You're not faking confidence. You're rehearsing it until you can't tell the difference between acting as if and just being. The most powerful lie you'll ever tell yourself is the one you stop realizing is a lie. That's not delusion. That's transformation. Realism is overrated. Let me guess. You've been told to be realistic. Translation, shrink your ambition to match someone else's fear. Most people aren't realistic. They're just underachieving out loud. They think being realistic keeps them safe, but really it keeps them small. You don't get extra credit in life for playing it safe. You get regret. So stop auditioning for a life you don't want. Your job isn't to fit in. Your job is to scare yourself a little every day with how far you're new identity might actually take you. Think about this. How many people that said you need to be realistic are more successful than you in life? I'm betting they are probably even worse. So let's lock this in with a simple loop. Pick the lie. I'm a confident speaker. I'm a disciplined creator. I am a millionaire in training. Feel the friction. If it feels fake, you're on track. If it feels too easy, you're not aiming high enough. Act accordingly. Ask, what would this version of me do today? Then do it. Even awkwardly. Just do it. Stack microproof. Write down every tiny moment that confirms the lie. Proof compounds. Repeat until reality surrenders. Repetition plus emotion equals truth. Now it's time to kill the old you. There's one last thing no one warns you about. To step into a new identity, you have to murder the old one, no hesitation. No more of that, I've just always been this way type of energy. Because the longer you keep telling yourself the story of your limitations, the more they become sacred. And nothing grows in a shrine to your past, so burn the script. Stop editing a role you've outgrown. Your future self is already written. All that's left is for you to start playing the part. Remember, reality is bendable. Identity is optional. And lying to yourself might just be the most honest decision you ever make throughout your entire life. See you in the next one.